It's all too easy to injure the complex, delicate shoulder joint. And when this happens, you have limited mobility. But as you heal, you need to strengthen the supportive muscles that protect the joint. Well, today we'll be using exercise bands by URBNFit to go through some different moves that you can do if you're healing from a shoulder injury and have limited mobility. If you've ever had a shoulder joint injury, you know it is not fun. But I've learned from personal experience, with proper technique, exercise can help as you heal. I have a friend, a young mom, who's dealing with this sort of thing right now. So Kat, this is for you. Consult your doctor before doing any of these exercises. We'll be using the URBNFit resistance band set. It's a full body workout and training system for all fitness levels. It comes with 5 resistance bands ranging in weight, resistance weight of 5 pounds up to 25 pounds. Today we'll be working with the 5-pound weight to take it as easy as possible on that shoulder joint. Number 1, seated rows. So to begin with, the first exercise we're going to do, you'll need to sit in the floor and take your the yellow band is the 5-pound in this kit, and I'm going to place this on the outside of my feet, and I'm going to straighten my legs to give as much resistance as possible. If your legs are a little shorter than mine and you need more resistance, you can always wrap your feet to shorten the band. But sit up nice and tall and pull back until you feel a little bit of flex in the rear deltoid muscle, the back of the shoulder muscle. Take a slight pause when you reach the back. Number 2, a shoulder front reach. For the next exercise, we're going to be working the front part of the shoulder muscle, so the front deltoid. And you have the band around your back. And I recommend holding this part of the band, the end of the band, rather than the actual grips. Or, of course, you could actually use the wrist wraps. That would probably work too. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to straighten our arms. We're going to just reach forward and back, and forward and back. So it's not a bend of the elbow, it's not a flex of the bicep, it is just a stretch forward, working gently, small movements forward with the front of the shoulder. Reach forward and then back to neutral position, and reach forward and back to neutral position, just like that. You probably just want to do it until you feel a burn, and then do a couple past the burn. No, not true shoulder joint pain, but muscle burn. So muscle fatigue is fine and good. That means that you're working it and potentially strengthening it. And if you're getting up into some really high reps and it's not burning and it's just way too easy, that means that you are advancing and you can increase your weight. So it's really great that this set has 5 band strengths, so you have a lot of room to grow in using these bands. Number 3, forearm pulls. For our next shoulder exercise, we're going to bring the band around front. We're going to hold the band about, shoulder width apart, essentially, so just somewhere in the middle. You're going to tuck your elbows into your side. If you move your elbows out, then that completely changes the exercise. So with your elbows tucked in, you're going to stretch out and back in. Now if you want a little wider grip than that, that's fine. Or you want to hold the band like this, that's fine. If you want to wrap it around your hands, that's also fine. But essentially, the exercise is stretching apart the band and bringing the band back together. That's 1 repetition. If you are dealing with a shoulder injury and you're trying to work up the strength to be able to do 10 and you can only do 2, well, that's a victory. Being able to do this at all is good. And the goal is, if you do it frequently enough, that you'll be able to increase in the reps that you're doing and then eventually increase in the weight. Number 4, standing front raises. So in a standing position, you'll take your exercise band and put one end on the floor and step on it to anchor the band. Well, actually, you know what? Let me step on it a little further down because it is a fairly long band. So I want to have a little bit of tension, at least as I, bend my arm at 90 degrees there. So what you're going to want to do is keep your arm completely straight, and you're not going to be going directly out in front of you, and you're not going to be going directly out to the side of you. Instead, you're going to be going somewhere in the middle. Only bring your arm up to about 90 degrees. Don't go higher. Also, you want to keep your thumb facing up, not down. So hold this, thumb facing up, arms straight, and raise to about 90 degrees. I'm stepping about maybe almost halfway up this band. If the resistance is too tight, then just pull some of the slack up. That actually decreases the resistance and makes the movement a little easier. And raise with your thumb facing up to about 90 degrees here for as many reps as you're able to do to feel the burn, and then 2 past it so that you're really challenging yourself. I hope these careful and gentle shoulder exercises using resistance bands has been helpful to you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time at Michelle's Body Shop.